Oh yes guys, we're going back out on another serious stealth camp. I'll bring you back in a bonny blue snatcheroo. Right. Beep boo, beep boo, beedly boo, beep beedly boo, beedly boo, beep boo, beep boo, beedly boo. Hey mate. Hey mate. Do us a favour. If I ask you really nicely, is there any chance you'll sell us your long face? Oh why? Suit yourself. Bloody ignorant. Oh yes, man dingoes. Welcome back to the Blot Outdoor Show, and thank you for joining me on another serious stealth camping adventure. Not a Sunday night one, no. You know, the Sunday night video was a wild camp with Andy Wardle, so I promised you legends that I will bring you another stealth camping adventure on Wednesday night, and that is exactly what I'm going to do, if I can get my words out. Well, fingers crossed. What I'm looking at doing is a stealth camp by the side of the very busy A1 motorway. We'll turn around and we'll zoom in there. Exactly when I zoomed in, there's no traffic going by. Bloody typical. But yeah, I'm going to walk down the side of the A1. There's like a public footpath you can walk down, and then in a farmer's field, Farmer Giles, there's a billboard, you know, like one of them A-shaped billboards that get pulled on a trailer. We're going to get inside one of them, like a mobile advertisation billboard. That's where it is, folks. Hopefully we can get inside there. There's a farmhouse over there, so I'll have to be careful definitely later on when we're having a good drink and we're getting smash burgered. I'll have to be careful with my light and not to be talking too loud, because these farmers, they're dodgy buggers, and they're not going to want an idiot like me camping on their land. So yeah, let's make our way around to the mobile billboard. When we get there, guys, I'm going to crack a Jeff beer open. I've got a right thirst on. So we've got beers, we've got whiskey, so stick around for the world famous whiskey review. There's the busy road there. Yes guys, if I can pull this off, if I can pull myself off, matron, it's going to be another fantastic stealth camp. I'll bring you legends back when we get closer to our stealth camping spot. However, so that's a footbridge there crossing over the A1. We'll check that out in a Slaconda. There's the farmhouse I was talking about. Now you go through that gate and the billboard is in the field just down there. Obviously it's positioned in a way so when the traffic's going by, you can see the sign on the side of the billboard, the old Bill Cosby. Come on then folks, let's not mess around. I just wanted to make sure the coast was clear. Quite a busy pathway this. I might not look like it at the minute, but that's the Amazon building over there where a lot of people work. So anyone walking over there will come like backwards and forwards over this bridge to work. This is like my main danger, getting spotted off someone that lives in that house. I'm guessing that's Farmer Giles' house, and he's going to be the owner of the field where the mobile advertising board is. If I can get in it without Farmer Giles or one of his family members spotting us, then it should be happy dingleberries. I'll just keep the camera rolling, guys. Keep it pointing ahead so you can see what this man Dingo can see. I think this is a public footpath, so you are allowed down here. Further down you can get like onto the A1 and you can cross over, but that's the safest way to cross there. Quick check. No one around. There we go, folks. That's hopefully where we're going to spend the night. Obviously cars is going past, but I mean, I'm just hoping that nobody is looking over here. Let's get in, folks. Oh yes, Mandingo. This is the way of the Mandingo. Now this is what I'm talking about. Just through there, that's like the big garden field at the back of the house. So anyone could come down with the dog walking around later on. So I'm going to try and strap on, matron, the old strap on Sally, like an old tarp or something. There's some nails coming out, I might be able to just poke it through. Hang that down there. I'm not so much bothered about that end, I want that end open. I can just sit and watch the traffic going by. Anyway, let's get the old bag off me backaroonie. And let's get a good old Jeff, the old Jeff Beer. Right. Oh, yes. You better believe it, my fan sexualities. You know it makes sense. Like I said, folks, dogs in the back garden. There's 3 dogs walking around there out the back of the farmhouse. So there's nothing stopping the dogs from coming walking over here. If they hear me talking in there, I should say, they're going to start barking like crazy. That's going to alert the owners to come out, and it won't take much for them to look over and see me. So yeah, you might think, oh, it's a billboard out in a farmer's field. It's still sketchy. It only takes one person to catch you and you bust the blood vessels, and it's a no-go camp over. So yeah. Anyway, I'm planning on sitting in there, keeping nice and quiet, and getting absolutely mangled, spangled, and totally graham crangled. In fact, I'm going to have a few shots of whiskey now for some good old Dutch courage. And when I bring you Roger, Black, Jack, Black, Cilla Black, Fleetwood Mac, Bert Bacharach, and Return of the Mac, we're going to talk some shite. You better believe it. Just keep an eye on them dogs. Cheers, Mandingos. Jim Beam. Black Cherry. He said Black Cherry. Ah, damn you, blood. Ah, you cannot say Black Cherry. Cheers, guys. Ooh, quite nice. Ooh, hiya. Quite nice. Yeah. Ew. Yes, Mandingos. I am just absolutely chillaxaronian down here. It's been a boiling hot day today. This is Tuesday, by the way. The video will go on YouTube on Wednesday night. As you can see, this is my view. You might think I'm a bit weird, but I love this. Now, I haven't gone in yet and made Camp Mandingo. Obviously, I'm not going to sit on the other side of the advertising billboard because the old dog dingoes have been roaming around the field. About 5 minutes ago, I heard a bloke, come on, shouting these dogs in. So, yeah. I'm going to just sit here for as long as I can. I think just before it gets darker, Rooney, then I'll set Camp Mandingo up. There's not going to be room for me to lie down. Let's have a look inside, folks. This square here is smaller than that. That's more like a rectangle, and that's like a square head. So I'm going to sleep in that bit. I'm going to have to just like lean back against there. So I'll blow my air mat up and I'll put that, I'll put the air mat like over there. I don't know, I'll figure it out. I'll try and get my feet like under Badundi and my head over that way. It doesn't matter. Because, like I say, I'm drinking black. I'm drinking black. Black cherry. Jim Beam. I will give the legend a shout out who gave me this. Later on, when we do the world famous Wasky review, I've actually reviewed this before, but it's another one of them ones where, you know, 2 years ago, the last time I reviewed it, I might have like had 30,000 subscribers, and now like it's trebled that. So a lot of people won't have seen it, or you're just forgetting about it. I'm forgetting about it. I know I've reviewed it, but I can't remember what the old score dingo was. Plus, if someone's going to be nice enough to send this man dingo a bottle of Wasky, I will certainly ding-dang-do a world-famous review. Cheers, my pal dingoes, my man and woman friend sexuals. And just while I've been sitting here not recording, I know I've said this a few times about every now and again you get a camp that just feels like a good old school Blot Outdoor Show one. This does. I'm sure you legends watching, definitely you that have been watching for quite a while, or even if you're new, you've went back and you've caught up with the old videos. Definitely for me. And obviously, I know, because it's like me doing the camps, it just feels special. It feels like a proper Blot Outdoors stealth camp. I think I need to get back to that. Not that I try to get away from that, but sometimes you go off track. The channel like evolves into other things. There's one thing I never do, and this is the truth. That's another one of the things the channel evolves into, which might wind a few people up. Like, you know, like in 2 years' time, in 5 years' time, in 10 years' time, if I've still got my health, you know, you never know what's around the corner. The channel will evolve into different things. I'm just going to keep going off now down little like rabbit holes, like I've always done, guys. I was talking about this with Mrs. Blott the other day. Get yourself a drink, get yourself a cup of tea or a black cock. Sorry guys, I mean a black coffee. Get yourself a Wasky if you fancy one. Because I'm probably just going to waffle on for a while now. I'm sitting here, I can't really set me cap at the minute because Farmer Giles and his dog dingoes keep coming out just over that fence over there. So while we're sitting here, we'll talk some shite. But Mrs. Plot was just saying to me the other day, what are you going to do? Like, Sorry, I thought I heard something. Not the cars. What you're going to do, say, like, in 10 years' time? In 10 years' time, I'm going to be 57. Seems 2 minutes ago I was in Magaluf, and Faliraki and Kavos, doing the old windmill. Oh, yes, with all the lads. Having the time of our lives, getting mangled, chasing the old Blurt. The old Blurt Reynolds. I think you legends know exactly what I'm talking about. That 20 years just gone. So that's scary to think in 10 years' time, 13 years' time, I'm going to be 60. Unbelievable. That's why you've got to enjoy yourself now, guys, if you can. Yeah, but getting back on track, Mrs. Block was saying, what are you going to do in 10 years' time when you're nearly 60, or when you are 60? Are you still going to be going on like an idiot? She doesn't think I'm an idiot, she just, you know, when you're supposed to be like my age, 50 and getting towards 60, you're supposed to like at your age, aren't you? But I think you legends watching this, you're probably just like me. Never grow up, guys. Never lose that like childish, immature sense of humour. You don't want to get old and boring. So when Mrs. Blood said that was kind of my answer. I said I'll probably, as long as I've got my health, I'll probably still be doing the same thing in 10 years' time. 20 years' time. Let's say 20 years' time from now, when I'm 67. If I've still got my health, I'll still be coming out, camping, hiking. I might have to slow down a little bit. But look at my mate, Alan Metalman. Check out his channel, Alan Metalman Outdoors. What a legend. I'm sure he's turned 70 now. And he is out every week, hiking up the mountains in the Lake District. Nothing stops Alan. And he's a great lad. He's a Sunderland fan as well, so he's an absolute legend. Alan, if you're watching, we need to meet up again, mate. We really do. So get in touch and we'll sort something out. You absolute legend. But I'm just using him for an example because it's someone I've been out and made a video before with. And I think he's 69, 70-year-old. Nothing stops him. And I know when he's at home, he likes a beer. He likes to enjoy himself with his wife, the beautiful Mrs. Metalman. They go away on holidays and treat themselves to nice little trips to the Lake District in a lovely little lodge. And that's what I still want to be doing with Mrs. Blott. If I'm still here. If I'm still here and I won't be queer, yeah, alright. So yeah, and to answer Mrs. Blott's question, say when I'm 60, I'll still be coming out stealth camping, I'll still be coming out wild camping. I might not be able to do it as much, you never know. Fingers crossed I can. I might have to do more car camps. Have you seen me car camping videos? I haven't done one for a while, so I might do one in the old tent box soon. Or just park up somewhere and sleep in the back of the car like I've done a few times before. I might have to go more to that. You never know, me and the beautiful Mrs. Blott. We might have a camper van. We might do camper van. I don't know where the channel is going to evolve into. Like, in the next 10, 15, 20 years. My channel only started doing well 3 years ago. And I just thought that was a flash in the pan. Oh, I've got a video that's doing well. Fan-dabby dozy, as they say in the do-dying. It'll probably just drop off. Oh, it'll probably just drop off very soon, guys. Oh. And it's just kept going and going and going. But what I have noticed is, not just me, all the wild camping channels and the stealth camping channels, they're all taking like a little bit of a hit at the moment. I've seen Paul Mesn talking about it, an English woodsman. It seems that the whole camping thing on YouTube, whether it's wild camping, stealth camping, car camping, the views are going down a little bit. But like, things go around in circles, don't they? So if anyone else, even if you've got like a smaller channel and you're worrying about your views, don't worry about it. I'm certainly not. Look at me here, like a big fat useless idiot sitting in front of the billboard by the side of the A1 motorway, farmer giants behind, enjoying a few waskies. If your views is down, it doesn't matter. Get out and enjoy it. That is a really popular question that I get asked. Mandingo, can you give us any advice? I've got a YouTube channel. I've only got, I don't know, 750 subscribers. My videos, we're doing okay, but the views has gone down. I don't know if I should carry on with it. Come on, if you enjoy doing it, don't worry about the views. Don't worry about how many likes you get. That's the last thing I think of. It's nice, don't get me wrong. I would love it if I got home. I tell you what I'll do. I tell you what, I'll love it if I got home and put this video on YouTube and I got 1 million views. Yes, I'd be chuffed to bits. But if it only gets 10,000 views, like, you kind of take away from the fact that I'm sitting here now, talking to you legends, having the time of my life. I mean, do you know what I mean? I'm going to sleep inside a bloody mobile advertising board. It doesn't get any more spectacular than that, as they say in the southeastern region of Mongolia. Now, as I've started talking there, I've went off then about 5 different rabbit holes. I probably haven't even finished about 4 different things I was talking about, but that's just the way I am. Do you know what I mean, guys? Later on I might think about what I was talking about and come back to it. Who gives a shite? That's why I think my channel does well, and this is another bit of advice to people. There was a guy left a comment, I think it was either on my last video or a post that I put on YouTube telling people that my last video was going on YouTube soon. I don't know whether he was like praising us or whether he was being a little bit of a nasty pasty. I don't know. I just don't know. We were saying something along the lines of, this man, meaning me, walks up a hill, camps, has a few beers and gets thousands and thousands of views. And I'll walk up, he'd done what's the big dodgy hill called in Wales? Like a sheer edge crossing, whatever. But he'd done that barefoot for charity. So he said, how comes I get thousands and thousands of views for walking up a hill, talking shite, drinking beers, having a laugh? And he's done that barefoot. Well done to him, by the way, if you're watching. Absolutely spamtastic. And he only gets like 100 views or whatever he said. So I kind of just replied back saying, I think my channel does well, mate, because I'm just a normal guy. I don't take myself serious. My channel's all about having a laugh and positivity. The old HIV positivity. Oh, you can't say HIV. Blood insults, AIDS. You kind of get the gist of where I'm coming from, don't you? I kind of said my channel's all about having a laugh, and I also said there's 1,000 channels on YouTube that I watch. Fantastic wild camping channels, 1,000,000 times better than my channel. Better camera equipment, better camping gear. They talk better, they're more intelligent than me. But they're all very similar. Do you get where I'm coming from? Do you get me, bro? So I said, like, because I have a laugh and a giggle and take the piss at myself, I reply back in the comment section why I'm bothered, and I try and have a bit laugh and a piss take with people, even though some people get their little bums hurt. I think that's why my channel goes down well, because it's a little bit different. So yeah, if anyone is starting a YouTube channel, or you've got one and your views is down, my views is down at the minute, don't worry about it. It goes full circle, it'll come back. Don't pack your channel in. And on that note, there's a guy, the only guy in the UK I've noticed camping inside one of these. This is what I was going to get to in my mind when blankety blank, the old blankety blank. Check pen and book. He said check pen and book. Damn you, blood. You lousy bastard. It's checkbook and pen. It's not check pen and book, you bastard. Yeah, so the guy in the UK, he's called Richie Outdoors, and I think he's from, well I know, he's from like the Birmingham area. I think it was about 2 years ago, he'd done a stealth camp, and it was his best video. I know his videos didn't get many views, but this one video, when he'd done a camp like this, got thousands and thousands of views. So I was searching for his video over the last 2 or 3 days, just to check it out and watch it before I came and done this. And I cannot find his channel anywhere. I don't know if he's been banned off YouTube, or if he's just decided it's a no-go. And he's came off himself. Does anyone know what's happened to Richie Outdoors? Because I first noticed him, you know, I think it was about 3 years ago. I'm just going to talk some more shite, guys, while I enjoy a few of these. I hope you don't mind. I told you to get a drink. I told you to get a cup of tea or a coffee. Cheers, man, dingoes. This is what I like about my channel. I can just sit, and I've got the best subscribers in the world who'll just sit and you're joining me, and I feel like you're here with us. That's probably like the main thing I love about this channel. Best subscribers in the world, and I can just sit and talk shite, and you tune in every week. Thank you very much, you absolute bunch of legends. Andy Wardle, oh yes. When I was camping Andy Wardle in the last camp, he said he hates it when he sees people doing that. So Andy Wardle, I'm going to keep doing that. That one's for you. Oh yes. I saw this Richie Outdoors. I first noticed him about 3 years ago, because you know the way it works when you're watching like stuff on YouTube. I just keep turning the camera around, guys, so it doesn't cut off. Oh, here's another truck. The old Truckosaurus Rex. Oh yes. I'm going to be smashing. I'm going to have to keep some of this for the world famous Wasky review. The old black cherry. Because I watch loads of like wild camping videos, stealth camping videos. I've been watching something usual, like I watch like Andy Wardle or Lundy's Wild Camping Bushcraft, Paul Mesner, whatever. And so when the video ends, another video will just automatically start. I think you get where I'm coming from. I think you get where I'm coming from. So come on, this lad going out camping. And I think I was doing editing. I was sitting editing my video. And then I noticed him saying my catchphrases or similar catchphrases. So I looked up and I put my phone down. But he was just a normal guy like me. You know, not an ugly bastard, but not like no Tom Cruise or Brad Pitt, just a normal guy from Birmingham, just like me, a normal guy from Sunderland. And I liked him straight away. I can't remember what the camp he did was, but I could tell he'd been watching my channel, and that's not me giving the big one. You guys know me. There's absolutely snout special about me, if you know what I'm talking to snout. And it's actually nice. What I see, it's actually nice. If I know someone has been watching my channel, and that's inspired them to go out, that makes me chuffed to bits. Andy Wardle. But I read his comments on that video, and there was a few arseholes giving him like some nasty comments, like saying, oh, copying off Blot, get your own catchphrases, bloody Blot. You know what I'm talking about. The old keyboard warriors, absolute wankers, little soy boys, giving the poor lad stick, and it was one of like his early videos. So I left him like a nice comment. I'm guessing he was called Richie, because his channel's called Richie Outdoors. I said, great video, Richie, mate. Absolutely fantastic. I loved it. I said, I've subscribed to your channel. Keep it going, mate. I went, and don't care what anyone says. Don't worry about what anyone says. I went, you be you, and you do what you want. And just go for it. Obviously, he replied back, oh, cheers, mate. Yeah, I've been watching your channel. I'm chuffed to bits. You've left us a comment. I'm going to keep going now. I'm going to ignore the trolls. Fantastic, do you know what I mean? And then Yeah, he done a camp about a few months later or a year later, because he was like, you know, ploughing on. He might not have been getting great views, but he was doing it because he really enjoyed it, which is exactly what you should be doing. But then he did a camp like this. In fact, I'll give him his due. His was better than this. He was literally like by the side of a road where people could walk past. And he got really good views to that video. Absolutely tremendous. So like I said, if you're watching Richie Outdoors, because I know he did used to watch all my videos, mate, that video was tremendous. And I've been looking for it and I can't find it. I hope you haven't lost your channel, or like I really hope you haven't packed your channel in because of like trolls. I get trolls all the time, guys. You wouldn't believe. I've had death threats, and that's the truth. I've had people send me an email of a photograph of me house. Can you imagine that? I've got my wife, my son, my grandkids stopped over. So some bell end has actually been outside my house and took a photograph and sent us that. This is the kind of shit. So you think it's all fun and you think it's all champagne and Skittles, but it's not. There's a downside to it. If you gain 1,000 loyal subscribers, with that 1,000 you also gain one wanker, and it only takes one wanker to cause a lot of problems. So Richie Outdoors, get your channel back on. I hope you haven't like lost all your videos. I hope you're just taking a break. If anyone can tell us what's happened to him, if he can get in touch, if you want to come and meet up for a camp, Richie Outdoors, I'd love that. And I hope that would give your channel like a massive boost. I was a bit gutted when I couldn't find his channel, and I thought, oh God, look, I'm just a normal guy, and if I can help someone out, I will. So if Richie Outdoors can get in touch, or if somebody knows what's happened to his channel, let us know. Massive shout out to Andy Wardle and Richie Outdoors, the original person in the UK to do this camp under a mobile billboard. Oh shit, I can hear the dogs barking, guys. I need to shut up. Jim Beam Black Cherry, 22 minutes and 30 seconds. That's a record. That's the longest I've ever talked without shutting up. I'm going to shut up now because I can hear the dogs barking out there. I'll bring you back in a nail Sadaka. Mice. Billy Burr, 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 Billy Burr. Wow, guys, I've just had an email. I'll have to check just to see if it's like genuine. Literally, while I've just literally, oh no, he said literally. No, we're on a serious note. While I've just been sitting here, chillaxaronian, enjoying a couple of beers and a few shots of the old black cock. Sorry, guys, I mean black cherry. I need to reply back. I've replied once, and I'm waiting for a reply. I'll tell you soon. I might not even involve this in the video. I might delete this off, so I don't know how it's going to go. So, yeah. I've put a tarp down that side of the inside of the advertising trailer. See? It's like a trailer. Billboard, and I've dimmed the light. I need to set up Camp Mandingo. Right, we'll do that now. Oh, we'll do that now, and we'll see if I get a reply. If this is like genuine, I don't know. I don't know what to make of it. It's not my thing. I'll tell you soon. Let's get set up, and I'll bring you Roger Blackface in a Slaconda. Oh, Slaconda! I said Slaconda. Oh, that's offensive to the old anacondas. Slaconda. Oh. Fuck off, you little wet wipes. Oh yes, guys. You know, makes sense. Give me a few Slacondas and I'll show you my setup for tonight. In fact, why not just show you now? I mean, I've got a good old Jeff beer in the old hand job. Air Mansion Elvis juice. Oh. This is where I'm going to be spending the night. Now, that is not long enough for me. That's going under there. I'll curl my legs up. I've got the old foil mat gloss down. Me old battered and bruised 2-season ripped and stinking OEX 2-season sleeping bag. Under there, I don't know if you can just see me red Burghouse sleeping pad. Tarparoonie up so Farmer Giles through there can't see through. There's the old Baghdad is there. All me bits and pieces. Do you want to see all me bits and pieces? Of course you do. Why not, ski beat? So I'm in my second Candingo of the old Brew Dog Millionaire. I think this is like my fourth little can of tonight. Let's just put that down there, guys, for a couple of Slacondas. We'll check out the rest of the drinks. We've got enough left here for the world famous review. Like I said, I'll give a big shout out to the legend that sent me that when we do the review. Black Cherry Jim Beam. You cannot see a black. We've got a nice little bottle of red wine. Pansexuality. Some garlic oil when it comes to the point of cooking me food. This is supposed to be an absolutely amazing drop of the old Jeff beer. Brewed at the brewery in Newcastle. Yes, Imperial Jakehead. That was given to me on the last wild camp with Andy Wardle. I was going to drink it. Andy, you bloody bugger. He said don't drink it yet. Leave it for later on tonight, Mandingo. And then we got that smash burger and the whiskey, the beers, the red wine. Just like I'm getting now. I think you can see I'm swaying. The old swaying Rooney. You know what I'm talking about. And we fell asleep. I didn't drink it. I think that's about it. 2 seconds. Smell you, ma. I think that's an absolutely stinking price of about £7.50 for a bottle of beer, or a can of beer, I should say. Cheers, Andy, my man friend. I'll tell you what I'll do when I bring you. Next time we bring the video black, the old Roger Black, I'll drink this and I'll tell you what I think about it, and I'll say thank you very much. But let's show the rest of the gear off. For snackaroonies, I'm going to get stuck into some snacks soon, guys, because I am Hank Marvin. We've got some barbecue beef brisket. We've got some chicken parmesan cheddar bites. Some cheap sweets from Aldi, yes. And like for a hot meal later on, and I mean, it's nothing special, guys. Some sweet chili style beef curtains. So yeah, there we go. That's enough of me talking shite. That's my little setup for tonight, my sleep system. I'm gonna have a few snacks and I'll bring you back later on. We've got the cooking to do and the world famous whiskey review, but between them I'm gonna have a few minutes by myself eating some dodgy food and yeah, talking shite life. Oh yes, guys. You know, makes sense. Give me a few Slacondas and I'll show you my setup for tonight. In fact, why not just show you now? I mean, I've got a good old Jeff beer in the old hand job. Mention Elvis juice. Oh. This is where I'm going to be spending the night. Now, that is not long enough for me. That's going under there. I'll curl my legs up. I've got the old foil mat glossed down. Me old battered and bruised 2-season ripped and stinking OEX 2-season sleeping bag. Under there, I don't know if you can just see me red Burgos sleeping pad. Tarparoonie up so Farmer Giles through there can't see through. There's the old Baghdad is there. All me bits and pieces. Do you want to see all me bits and pieces? Of course you do. Why not, ski beat? So I'm in my second can dingo of the old Brew Dog Millionaire. I think this is like my fourth little can of tonight. Let's just put that down there, guys, for a couple of Slacondas. We'll check out the rest of the drinks. We've got enough left here for the world famous review. Like I said, I'll give a big shout out to the legend that sent me that when we do the review. Black Cherry Jim Beam. You cannot see a black. We've got a nice little bottle of red wine. Pansexuality. Some garlic oil when it comes to the point of cooking me food. This is supposed to be an absolutely amazing drop of the old Jeff beer. Brewed at the brewery in Newcastle. Yes, Imperial Jakehead. That was given to me on the last wild camp with Andy Wardle. I was going to drink it. Andy, you bloody bugger. He said don't drink it yet. Leave it for later on tonight, Mandingo. And then we've got that smash burger and the whiskey, the beers, the red wine. Just like I'm getting now. I think you can see I'm swaying, the old swaying Rooney, if you know what I'm talking about. And we fell asleep. I didn't drink it. I think that's about it. 2 seconds. The smell you, ma. I think that's an absolutely stinking price of about £7.50 for a bottle of beer, or a can of beer, I should say. Cheers, Andy, my man friend. I'll tell you what I'll do when I bring you. Next time we bring the video black, the old Roger Black, I'll drink this and I'll tell you what I think about it, and I'll say thank you very much. But let's show the rest of the gear off. For snackaroonies, I'm going to get stuck into some snacks soon, guys, because I am Hank Marvin. We've got some barbecue beef brisket. We've got some chicken parmesan cheddar bites. Some cheap sweets from Aldi, yes. And like for a hot meal later on, and I mean, it's nothing special, guys. Some sweet chili style beef curtains. So yeah, there we go. That's enough of me talking shite. That's my little setup for tonight, my sleep system. We're gonna have a few snacks and I'll bring you back later on. We've got the cooking to do and the world famous whiskey review, but between them I'm gonna have a few minutes by myself eating some dodgy food and yeah, talking shite life. Yes, guys, this is the very expensive can of beer given to me from Andy Wardle. As you can see, I am here inside a mobile advertising billboard. Yes. A £7.50 bottle of beer. Can of beer, I should say. It's nice. It is very nice. It goes down so smooth. I mean, I'm no posh bastard. I wouldn't pay the price for that. Neither is Andy Wardle, who bought me this. He says like he wouldn't normally pay this price. He just bought a few like good quality cans beers to bring out on the wild camp together. If you haven't watched that video, guys, go back to me last camp. For whatever reason, I don't know why, it's getting shit views. I mean, I would have thought me, you know, because my channel does well, Camp with Andy, who's got like a pretty good like channel fan base wise, not just pretty good, absolutely fantastic channel. But talking about views, yeah, he gets pretty good views. And I don't know why the video is getting these shit views, but I don't know. We don't do it for that anyway. We do it for the love of the old wild camping. But that's nice. Imperial Jake Head. It's got its faults. It's made in a brewery at Newcastle. I'm only joking, guys. Beer's beer, and if it's nice, and if you're not queer, it's happy dingle burgers, as they say at the burger vans of Belfast. But that is a good quality beer. Cheers, Andy, my man friend. I can see where you're coming from, trying to get me to keep this for our last beer before we went to bed. It is a quality drop. Very nice indeed. We will pop that there. Yes, folks. And we will get on the old whiskey beats, because it is time for the world famous whiskey review. It's a little bit different to the average world famous whiskey review, because normally I would just bring you black and I would say, well guys, time for the world famous whiskey review. But I've been talking there for a good 2 minutes before. The reason being, I'm trying to do what other YouTubers don't do. Do they? Or do they not? I don't care. I've got a big fat hairy spotty bot, and I'm trying to keep it real with the old Ian Bale. Oh yes. I'm trying to bring you Roger Blackface here in Camp Mandingo. You know it makes sense. When I started watching my YouTube videos, the ones that made me get on board, like Andy Wardle, like Paul Mesner, MCM Outdoors, Here's Outdoors, and a few of the channels. What got me into their channels was like a thing that made me feel I was there camping. Probably it's because at the time I wasn't doing it myself, and I was sat on my old couch, the old sofa in me sitting room. But I was into like hiking in the Lake District, so I was familiar with the area. I think you guys know where I'm coming from. Just sitting, chilling, having a few whiskies. Amazing. And just like, it made you feel like you were there with them. So that's the way I try and do my videos, that you are here with me. I think you know exactly what I'm talking about. Where's my drink? Right, so we have got this. Oh, where's the name? There's the name, guys. Yes, we've got the name. Oh yes, Two Blots from Jay in Otley, West Yorkshire. Cheers, Jay, my man, friend, the sexual. The last Dregarooski beats in there. So this is the way we do it on the Blood Outdoor Show, guys. Let's get on with this whiskey review. Shit, I've spilled all over me selfie stick. That is sweet. It's the black cherry bourbon. Oh, sorry folks, I'm doing the old Cowboy Chris, and I'm going with the tasting first. Get the old big Iranian honey. It's sweet, like a bourbon type of smell. Sweet. Obviously you can smell the black cherry. I think the black cherry is like it's, I don't want to be nasty, but it's like a fake flavour smell that's just like pumped into it. The old Engelbert pump-a-dink, if you know what I'm talking about. But it's quite mild. The old Nostradamus, it's nothing nasty. Honey, sherry and cherry, sherry and cherry at exactly the same time. That's enough of this sniffing.
let's get on with the tasting. Dice cakes. You can taste the black cherry in there. You can. Oh, can you taste the black cherry in there? You can. You certainly can. You, I better believe you can. But I've got to be honest, the black cherry. I've had Jack Daniels. I've had other like American type whiskies, and then you've got your Jim Beam, which is this. This is the black cherry Jim Beam, and they're all quite similar. Some better than the others, some not quite, some sweeter. It's a bit of a cheat, this one. It's like they've cheated and they've said, come on, let's just get a bottle of black cherry, Jim Beam, put a bit of a black cherry flavour only in, and we'll see how the punters like it. But it is very enjoyable, as they say in the southeastern region of Mongolia. But it ain't going to rock any big points because it's a bit slack. It's slacker, if I'm going to be honest. It's slacker than Bonnie Blue's Snatcheroony. And I mean, I knew Bonnie Blue, you know, well before I knew Mrs. Blott. Mrs. Blott is a beautiful woman, so she won't mind me saying this. I knew Bonnie Blott. Bonnie Blue. Bonnie Blott! That's what we should team up, me and Bonnie Blue. The old Bonnie Blotsky beat. I knew Bonnie Blott back in the day. She was a lovely lass. She was. And she was as sweet as honey. She wouldn't go no one. She was a Virgin Van Dyke when I knew her. But once she'd had one tail end, that was it. She was away with the mixer. And now, yes, Bonnie Blue Snatcheroo is the flavour on this week's Whiskey With You. Bonnie Blott. Bonnie Blott. So, yes, a massive spank you to, here we go, Ollie from West Yorkshire. You're an absolute legend and you're so kind to send me this. But I've had it before. It's the second or third time I've reviewed this. I think the second. Jim Beam, Black Cherry, Bonnie Blue, Snatcheroo. Because I've had it before and I've reviewed it before. And it's all. I'm going to give it a steady 6. The old 6. A 6 out of 10 dingo mandingos. Right, when I bring you back, we're going to get them kebabs on sticks cooking through. I'll bring you back in a few Slakondas and Winnie Mandela's mice. Good mooning Mandy Dingleberries. My mouth is as dry as a nun's dirty, stinking snatcheroony. Need a bottle of water. Yeah, 9:37. Wowza woony. I have really slept like a baby's arm. You can see I've made it nice and cosy in here. Got my feet under there, so I was able to totally stretch Armstrong out. Just had my head squeezed down there. Like that. Yeah. That's the way it goes, guys, and you're still camping. Oh, matron. You just got to make it work. Didn't cook any food. Yes, I know. So I think we'll finish off the video sitting outside Greg's. I think I'm going to get a bacon and Dr. Leg, a sarnie, and a nice black cock. Oh, matron, you can't see a black cock. Black coffee, sorry guys. So come on then, let's get whacked away. Let's head round to Gleggy's Taxis. Lies. Matron, it's the glove of self-love. It's the glove, of self-love. It's the glove of self-love. Come on then, my fan sexualities. That's it. Let's get out of Dodge City. My Baghdad is ready to put on my old macaroni. My bin diesel is there with all my litter. You can see inside. I've left it nice and clean. No rhubarb, the old rhubarb and crumble. Happy dingle burgers, as they say at the burger vans of Belfast. Let's get me bag on me macaroni. Let's make like a tree and split and get out of Dodge City. Testicles. Come on then, guys. Let's get back on the public footpath. Oh, yes. That's another successful stealth camp completed. You better believe it. Beep boo, beep boo, beedly boo, beep beedly boo, beedly boo, beep boo, beep boo, beedly boo, beep beedly boo, beedly boo, beep beedly beedly boo, beep beedly beedly boo. Beep boo, beep boo, beedly boo, beep beedly boo, beedly boo. Come on then, folks, let's get a nice Jurgen coffee and some food from Gleggy's. Because I didn't cook my food last night. You know, it makes sense. Bacon and egg sarnie, a couple of hash browns, and a black coffee. Jurgen coffee. Shit, that's me rubbish blown all over. Shite. That's alright. So there you go then, guys, that's it. That's the end of this week's stealth camping adventure. A midweek stealth camping adventure. Hope you've enjoyed it. I've had an absolutely spamtastic time as usual. I mean, I always enjoy my stealth camps, but for some reason I really enjoyed that. If you've enjoyed it, guys, you know what to do. Give this man Dingo a big thumbs up. Leave the comment, yeah, because that really does help the channel. Tell people about the Blood Outdoor Show, and if you haven't already subscribed, hit that subscribe button, guys. Make sure you tune in on Friday night for another mooch around some random town. Hopefully we get talking to some fandingos of the Blood Outdoor Show, and tune in on Sunday night for another serious stealth camp. And I think little Mick is joining me on that one. You know what I'm talking about, and you know it makes absolute, complete, total sense. Rice cakes.
Oh, matron.
You know, it's make total sense, mate. Very nice.